Oh, it was amazing. She came out like really at me, which I expected, and I loved it. And I was so pumped watching the previous match, Andrew Tackett and Cade. I was like, oh my God, like how can I possibly like live up to that? Obviously we're not going to, because they were just insane. That was the best match I've ever seen. But yeah, like she came out, I think she was pumped as well. So it was brilliant. I had loads of fun. It's the most I've enjoyed a match in a long time. So I felt really calm, and I got the sub, which is extra good. And that can come only from when your partner or your person you're going against is trying hard to beat you as well. You know, if someone's trying to just not be submitted or not let anything happen, they're trying to stall it out, it's hard to get subs going because they're just, you know, caging, but she wasn't, and I think that's why the sub came, because she was trying to get me, you know. I mean, I think for a long time, I come from a judo background, and it's heavily male dominated, no female coaches growing through, and often told that certain throws weren't for girls and disregarded and ignored on the mats. But I was there and I persevered regardless, and as is the case for I think people like Mackenzie, for example, and a lot of the girls that are coming through, you know, they're not more old school, but like Mackenzie's old school, but she's still young, if that makes sense, but she's been around the block for a long time. And like we grew up with people constantly telling us not to do it, and I really thought that you can't be feminine and do this at the same time, because I'd be mocked for my lashes or my blonde hair or whatever. You can be multifaceted, you can love things that are traditionally feminine, and that is awesome, and things that are feminine are not negative, they're great. I'm just like other girls, and I love that about me. I'm the stereotypical girly girl, and I'm really, really fine with that and happy with that. You can be both. You can also be masculine. You don't have to abide by feminine norms too, and you can be part of Jiu-Jitsu. It's really for everyone, and yeah, I think everyone should take part in it. And it's been life-changing for me. It's where I built all my, the most best thing about it is like, not only is this my job, like I get to scrap someone. I get to scrap Mackenzie doing in an alley, not a literal alley, but I get to scrap, but like, at the same time, the best part about Jiu-Jitsu is that all the friendships that I've cultivated throughout it, and the relationships that I've had throughout it, and getting to know all different people from different walks of life who have different views to me, but we can all like get on and respect the tap. And I think that more girls should get into it, and it's changing. There are tons of phenomenal girls coming through, and you can see it. And I think there just needs to be a platform for them. And at the moment, it constantly gets pushed to the back burner, and it just shouldn't be the case, because women's jiu-jitsu is brilliant, and it's not just women's, it's just jiu-jitsu. Just leave it as that. And yeah, that's my that's my rant. I don't know what I really said, because I just thought, and my ears are kind of deaf. Oh, it was amazing, because you can talk, and I've had a lot of incels on the internet who just love to tell me to shut the fuck up. And so I think that's kind of why, because I can't shut the fuck up. Unfortunately, for my own, it's not really for my own good, you know. But it's paid off, and we're here, and we've just made history, and it's super exciting, and I think it's going to make a huge change. And oh my God, Craig's and Speedos, sorry. And then gosh, nothing behind me. But I really think that it's going to have a big cause for change. I mean, it already has. The women's division in ADCC is now matching the men's. That is huge. It would have gone ignored if nothing was said. I'm really happy with myself for speaking up, because it's scary, you know, especially as the girls. We have one slot on a card, 1.5 in this case with Gabby, but usually you've got one slot on a card. If you're boring, they're going to tell you how boring you are, so you have to bring the heat, and we did. And I think that that's going to bring a women's division to CGI, and I think that if you're going to talk about fair pay, who is suffering the most? It's the girls, and it's not deserved. You know, we bring the heat, we have brilliant jiu-jitsu, and people love to watch. If you keep telling them that they shouldn't watch it, then they're not going to watch it. You're creating that cycle, and it'll keep happening until someone takes a chance, and I think the guys here will take a chance after that, especially.